you're better off elsewhere tonight. Grab your pitchforks and start your fire. Grab your loved ones and run for your lives. There's a witch among us and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you're better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, to the Off the Grill podcast. I'm your host, Post Malone, and I got my gut out, and I'm not happy about it, but I'm not putting it away. I hope you guys are all doing just lovely this week. Apologies that we're a day late. I did say that might happen. Why in the absolute butt fuck did it go from 6 people watching to 3? I don't like that. Wherever you went, come on back. Anytime. All right, well, I guess that's not going to happen. So, with the folks that are here, we're going to do a fucking show. Oh, boy, who do we got in here? We got old Dan Shine. Shout out. Gypsy Warrior says he's digging the new setup. I appreciate it. I'm not digging it. Not yet. Anyway, and it's, ooh, look at that little leg action. You guys probably didn't think I had legs. I want to put this away. I just don't want to look at it anymore. We're experimenting with something here. We're going to see if I can focus on something on the television while also keeping present here in the old podcast. But, oh, and we got Faticus Finch in the house. What's up, brother? That's a hell of a profile photo. Though I don't believe that's Timmy's manager anymore, is it? Did you get fired, Faticus? But I don't know. I'll get around to announcing it, but I am currently watching the movie of the week. But yeah, so apologies for the video quality last week. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know if it affected the audio, but I'm sure it did, because fuck me. But I did see how grainy, Jesus. Before we get back to the picture quality, fuck Fright Rags for making short t-shirts now. Like, it's 2025, man. Gutter Garbs, all of their shit, none of it is specially labeled. It is all a good 2 to 3 inches. Every shirt is longer than the Fright Rags counterpart, I guess. And that's really fucking gay. But be that as it may. Oh, shit. Yeah. So apologies for that. I know it looks better this week because I can see it. Um, God, I love that man. Um, but yeah, words and stuff. Oh yeah, I don't love this setup. I mean, it's fine, you know, like the idea of like an actual factual studio that someone built probably doesn't really fit my fucking style, if I'm honest. But I also got told that she can absolutely hear me up there. Nothing in particular. No, she can't pick out anything, but she can hear me yapping when I get going and shit. But um, sorry, I'm trying to do something quick, and I don't know how to do it quickly. This guy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Huh. Guess I can't. That's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know what they're saying. I can hear it, kind of. Suck my dick. All right. So yeah, I don't know. This just isn't. It's a little too ladylike, I guess, is probably the big thing. The curtains don't suit me. The wall doesn't suit me. I like that I can just get both legs in the air. But outside of that, man, this ain't doing it for me. Um, I think, shit, hopefully by the end of the summer, I've got a little space upstairs I can uh, retreat to. We'll do it nice. We'll soundproofing because the 10-year-old's right next door. So we don't need him hearing these things. I say them enough in real life. He doesn't need to have them burned into his drifting off the dreamland brain. So, but I imagine that'll have me digging out all of the toys that people buy me because they think I'm a child. But it's nice. I'll have a place for them. My movies. I can be one of those guys that displays his collection on video. I've always wanted to be one of those guys. I just didn't really have the collection for it. But good God, now I do. But Faticus Finch says, yes, I did get fired after the whole debacle where Tim's house tragically burned down in the Palisades fire. I don't know why Faticus should have been fired for that. It's pretty obvious Tim let his fucking Gorton's fish patties get out of control again and he burnt his own house. Had very, very, very little to do with the Palisades fires. Ooh, old Swee's in the house. What's up, brother? He says video quality, video schmality. And I don't disagree. Gypsy Warrior says my favorite crime is insurance fraud. Isn't it all of our favorite crime? Except for rapists. They like rape the most. Pedophiles like pedophiling the most. Filing their pedal bike. Yes, Faticus, it is indeed a real knife fight out there. God, shut up. Not you, Faticus. My fat hands. Jay the Stingray in the house says, oh, hello. Cable channel 11. What's up, Jess? He says, hello. I can't hit that loud today. Bitch, remind me in an hour. Restart my PC. Gypsy says, but my least favorite crime is phone scammers. Those bastards can get Stathamed. Okay, there we go. Took me a minute. That makes sense, though. Yeah, I like to fuck with them sometimes. I've only ever really done it once because they usually hang up pretty quick. But I answered a call and pretended to be an older man. Not like elderly, but definitely a guy in like his fucking late 50s. Doesn't really understand what he's looking at as far as computers go. But God, my train of thought. It's gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh yeah, phone scammers. I got it. We're back. We're back. We're good. And I had this guy on the line for probably half hour, 45 minutes. Just fucking what? He was trying to do that thing where he's like, "Oh, please to be giving me control of your personal computer, and we will bring you very, very quickly to a solution." Solution to a problem I didn't have, and you know, probably could take care of it if I did know, and it was in fact actual. So he says I need to set up to pod. Oh God, to pod doing tummy time, Big J style. Um, I don't know if I could pod for an hour like that. Like I could lay on my stomach for an hour, but I don't think I'd have to like literally just be flat and hold the mic here. Like if I had to cobra for any real length of time, I'd be fucked. Holy shit! A late night visit from Corey from Cable Channel 11. Good to see you, bro. I'm fucking so sorry I missed that the Psycho Horror Rumble. I don't know if I shouted that out the episode after either. So head on over to Cable Channel 11, give those boys a subscription, hit that like button on I don't know half a dozen or more of those videos, and watch that fucking Psycho Rumble. Fuck it, and watch the rest of them too. I'm in there a bunch of times. It's always a good time over on Cable Channel 11. But yeah, I was excited. I was invited. It was nice. I accepted and absolutely planned on doing it. But Saucy's got a wacky old brain, and it makes him do real bad things sometimes, like mope and hide, sulk, ruminate. All the best words. Gypsy asks, "What does a Chinese telephone say?" I I don't think I'm allowed to make the sounds right in a row. Oh, Gypsy. At least I don't know if this one's more racist or mine is. Gypsy says the answer is ling ling hello. I always just go ching chong ping pong. So I guess I wish I could put polls up, but yeah, good God. Um, Tanner, that's fucking really. I'm sorry, Sweeze, that's really fucking cool. I appreciate that a lot too, actually. God damn it, and I'll tell you what, I could fucking use it after last night. But yeah, so he says wanted to tap on and say hey. I don't know if is that Texas slang or is that pop on and say hey. Hey, either way, man. Gonna watch this when my shift is over and can give it full attention. Thank you for posting. These streams are great. I don't feel that way most of the time, so I do appreciate it. You know, um, even if I don't like, I think eventually it'll fucking sink in. But I don't know. You say keep up the incredible work. Did I read that one? Because that one's nice too. It's good shit, man. Gypsy says, I've noticed when the Indian scammers call and you start messing with them or pushing back in any way, they get really offended that you've called them out. I remember one saying he was going to rape me. Oh, dude, I got a bunch of fucking like payday loans. I think it was the payday loans that did this, or it was some other fucking thing where I ended up getting a bunch of money. Yeah, it must have been payday loans for whatever reason back when this was a thing. And I didn't pay them back, and like they fucking just started blowing up my phone. God, I don't fucking think it was actually a payday loan. I'm not sure what it was. Like they got all my bank information and shit, and I was given money, and I fucking took it, and then I spoke to the bank and went, "Suck my balls." But they called me incessantly at work, and this was when I worked at Head Start, Project Head Start, Is that still running? Did they got that too? Poor people might as well be black, you know. What's the difference? Um, there's people moving and it's freaking me out. Anyway, but yeah, they fucking called me and I just called them a bunch of goat fucking morons over and over. Eventually they hung up and stopped calling, but it did take a while. I don't even remember how those things got paid off. I got help from someone, whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, Corey, thanks, hearts. Aw, that's sweet. Vatican says they love raping and eating cow shit. They love it. Everyone knows. Oh, no shit. Fucking A. Michelle Obama is a man. Obama's gay. Okay, tap on his Texas slang. I fucking called that one, didn't I? Good God. I saw it and tapped on, and here I am. All right. That makes sense. As much as any slang makes sense, I guess. But anything to yap about here, I don't even know. But yeah. Oh, yeah. So, as far as the reason for the title, Pity Party is clearly what was going on last night, which I don't think I fully got to. We'll get to that's going to be the rest of the show once we get there. But I went to fucking Starbucks after my therapy appointment today. And this black lady, nothing really wrong with her. You know, she was nice to me and all that shit. It's nice in the little speaker thing, nice when she handed me the shit. Very quick, calm, cool transaction until I look at that goddamn cup. And it says Post Malone. And I was like, motherfucker, I don't look anything like Post Malone. I don't look anything like a lot of people outside fucking Hasbula. Like there are generally it's fat women that I will look strikingly like, and it'll piss me off. But for the most part, I don't see many people look like me walking around. Now, if my mother's watching, she will no doubt text me, "You look like your father," and she better watch herself, or she won't hear from me for another fucking 6 months. She didn't do anything. I'm just a piece of shit. Yeah. So like that, it was just funny. It's no big deal there or anything like that. But yeah, just trying to think. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out a fucking decent way to go into this whole thing. But I don't know. Let's catch up the chat before we proceed, I guess. Gypsy says the French president's wife, I actually think, is a man. These photos or those photos are pretty uncanny. Let me see if I can find that quick. President's man. French president's wife. That comes right up. No, I've seen so many women that look like that. So many fucking genetic, born with a vagina women. I think my fourth grade teacher in particular looked very similar. And her and I did carry on an affair for most of that year. So, listen, I'd know. I was very advanced for my age. She said she's never had a fucking 9-year-old eat pussy that good. Sweet says a woman born with a vagina, the OG kind. OG women. Should we do that? You got the OGs and the YNs. God damn it. What's up, Brian Trash? Now we can get the party started. And Sweet says, no doubt she was calling you Posty because you look like you smell bad, probably. You know, I don't think she says I don't think that, but she's a hater. Yeah, yeah. I am just baffled because I don't look like Post Malone. I have zero tattoos anywhere, let alone on the face. I don't have like fucking weird little dreadlock Jew curl things. I don't know if he still has that. Oh, good God. Anyway, so he says, oh, YNs is trans pussy, the futuristic pussy. Trans pussy, the pussy of the future. Gypsy says, I don't like those dinosaurs with wombs. Old women. Ugh. I like the new women, the ones with beards and cocks. I don't want them with beards, man. What are you doing? Brother, the minute Domino Presley grows a beard is the minute I'm done. I'm out. Sweet says, sounds like you found your regular coffee spot. I feel that. I mean, it really is. It's because I'm lazy. The Starbucks that's down the road inside the Target is much better, service wise, coffee quality wise. I am fat, lazy. I like to order ahead. So that doesn't work for me. I get the worst coffee with the worst staff, and I go about my day not getting out of my car. Though today I did take my fat ass and park next to the Jersey Mike's and go get a sub. But shout out Jersey Mike's. I didn't like them much when I lived in New Jersey, but now that I don't, they are very goddamn important. They need to last forever. God bless them and Danny DeVito. And Sweet says, lately Posty's just dressing like George Strait in the 70s in his Sunday best with his hair tied up. Jew curls confirmed still. Yeah, that's I mean, close enough, I guess. I think I kind of I knew that because he uh good God almighty. Oh, mostly because I think he was on GMM. It's Good Mythical Morning for those cats that aren't initiated with the coolest YouTube channel. Um, I don't know if it wasn't that, it might have been Mythical Kitchen or something for that Last Meals, which is a really cool fucking interview show. So it's Mythical Chef Josh Scherer, who's like I don't know, I think he came up as like a food critic a little bit, and now he does like all the wacky shit that they have to eat on GMM. They have their own channels. You can find out all the actuality behind like all the fucking bits and pieces about it. But yeah, it's a very cool fucking show because basically like ahead of time they ask whoever they're interviewing um what they want their last meal to be. So it's like, and it's kind of like, I guess they'll fucking fire off a couple, you know, 10, 20, 30 things, and then they'll kind of cull it to 6, 7 different dishes, beverages, whatever the fuck. Like Kevin Bacon was just on, and I think they had a different liquor every course. There was wine, there was bourbon, which that sounds fucking nuts to me, but I also don't drink, so I don't really know. But it is cool, and it's a solid set of questions, and and that's not always like blanket questions. The like there's a lightning round that is the same 2 or 3 every time. I don't know. I check that shit out too sometime if you want. There's a lot of guests that aren't fucking my cup of tea. I think though I did come away liking Kelly Rowland a lot more than I did before. I really hated that fucking song she did with Nelly and Freddie versus Jason. Shout out Jersey Mike's. Did not know they were in Jersey. Well, yeah, I don't. Is that sarcasm? God damn it! But yeah, they were. I think they're like down the shore, Jersey way, like the original. Sweet says a good mythical shout out in 2025. I'm old. Jay says, "Oh yes, GMM." Yeah, I dig that show. It's not always fun. I don't care about this. I just like to watch them eat shit, and I like to get mad when their opinion doesn't line up with mine. Also, I think they're much less like kid friendly as they or then they let on. Like it's like old fucking cartoon movies. Like yeah, it's for kids, but we're gonna make sure that the adults are cool with it too. Like I don't know. I dig it. I dig it enough. It's not a big part of my day. It's a part of most days, though. I will say that. Whatever. Sweet says, would not have pictured you as a Kelly Rowland fan. I'm definitely not. I'm just not. I got to dig into Robert Shaw's filmography, like ASAP. I've only seen 2 movies of his. He's a real motherfucker in this one. I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. No, I don't really like her, but all that shit sucked a dick. Ooh, this could be fun. Gypsy goes, my last meal would be a milkshake with double cheeseburger, fries, and chicken nuggets, mozzarella melts. What specifically are we doing there? Because mozzarella melts kind of vague. And bacon pizza with chocolate chip cookies. Those are separate, not together. I wouldn't. So this is something I was actually worried about bringing up until I kind of nailed something down for myself. The thought of picking a last meal is so mind-boggling to me because there's so many things that I haven't fucking tried yet. Like most of my life I've lived in the fucking middle of nowhere. Like I don't have access to a lot of great food. Like I went to a wedding, I don't know, 2 hours away, just like I want to say it's like kind of a wine country-ish area in New York State, but I don't know if that's really true at all. It's like an hour outside of Rochester. But I had it genuinely brought tears to my eyes. The greatest piece of steak that I have ever had. Now I didn't like full on weep or anything nuts like that, but I don't. Suck a dick, faggot. Don't say that at home. I'll wash your mouth out. Where the fuck was I, cocksucker? But yeah, I didn't like weep and cry, but like I welled up. I was a couple kamikazes deep already. That might be part of it. Fuck that. There's a mixed bag of a night for sure, because there was some feuding and fussing, but it's probably the best drunk I've ever been because I was fucking putting them back, and I just felt like I'm on fire. I'll beat anyone's ass, and not in like a fight, just like I'm fucking untouchable, like more than like a let's fight. I don't get that way. Yeah, fuck, that was good. There was also oh shit, it's a really really simple dessert. It's like a vanilla custard type thing. It's got a name. It's common, but I can't think of it. And that was fucking one of the best desserts I've ever had too. Just so like perfect. It's not too sweet, but I dig it. I dug it quite a bit. Or I'm gonna get to Squeezes next. What's up, Chronic Code X? He says my last meal would be never-ending pasta from Olive Garden or a China buffet. It's not a bad move. I don't fuck with Olive Garden that much. Not a big pasta guy, so like there's not a whole lot of room for me there. Don't like soup. Not really a huge. Their breadsticks are good, but I'm not a huge fan of breadsticks as a rule. So the Olive Garden, yeah, for me wouldn't be. Unless I could just do the tour of Italy, until I died, or just give me the chicken parm, baby. Oh, son of a bitch! This has to do with last night, which I'll give you the whole story. This fucking broad that I worked with last night was talking to one of the people that we take care of, and he was we went to this restaurant, whenever had Italian food. I had spaghetti parm, which I don't know that I've ever actually heard of, but it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's spaghetti with the sauce, and then they melt the cheese over top, mozzarella over top. I bet that's lovely. But they said something about not being able to get it for one reason or another. Or it wasn't available. Which how the fuck is an Italian restaurant not have spaghetti? But so I had chicken parm instead, is what he said. And this fucking broad, the staff member, I've never heard of chicken parm. Luckily, she didn't look over at me because my fucking face just. It's the first parm you learn about. No one hears veal parm or fucking. I don't know a third one. Chicken parm. That's the fucking classic. What the fuck, man? Yeah. China buffet, though. I like being able to just fucking. Like, I wouldn't mind splitting my stomach like Uncle Morty and Leprechaun 2, you know? And the pot of gold comes out. I wouldn't mind a pot of gold either, but that's not likely to happen. I could split my stomach open at a Chinese buffet. That's been done. Not by me. Oh, shoot. Questions. We'll get back to them. And I'll get to. Sorry. Yeah. Sweet says, I'm in the middle of nowhere like you, and the closest town is Amarillo. It's Texas, it's Amarillo, right? Amarillo. It's not just because it's two L's doesn't mean you fucking make a Y. God damn it. All right. Is Amarillo an hour and a half away? Two of my friends from high school proposed there. To you? Two different friends wanted to marry you? Or did they marry each other? It's the parm. It really fucking is, man. The original, it's the OG parm. Gypsy's saying words I don't understand. All right. Shit. I'm trying to think. Which order should we do these in? Probably the order that they came in. Dan says, question, did you see Death of a Unicorn? I did, actually. That is what I went to see on Sunday because we had a little movie day, the family. I went to see Death of a Unicorn. They went to see Minecraft. Chicken Jockey. I think the next time I see Ben Avery, I might just smash his fucking skull on the sidewalk. I love him to death, but this whole Minecraft thing is not going to work. On top of him fucking wearing Miami Dolphins shit all the time now. I don't know. I want to know what fucking homos Ben and Devin know in Florida that are giving him Miami Dolphins and then University of Florida shit. Fucking homos. Oh boy, I love them. Is it gay to talk about other podcasts? I don't care. I am gay. Gay as you, anyway. But yeah, I did. I saw Death of a Unicorn. I'm so fucking happy to have Paul Rudd back. You know, I thought like that he'd be just lost to fucking Marvel, you know, until the end of time. But like, Death of a Unicorn just came out. Friendship comes out next month, I think, or the end of this month. With Tim Robinson. That looks fucking great. That's going to be a great fucking movie. I hope. If it sucks, I'll be a little mad. But that cat from We're the Millers and I don't know, fucking, is it Will? It's not, it's Poulter. I don't know. It's something Poulter. Poulter. I don't remember the first name now. Who gives a fuck? He's great in it. Yeah, honestly, the cast is really fucking good. Jenna Ortega's great. Just kind of like her and Rudd are kind of just, you know, the sort of typecast ideas of each other in a way. Like it's Oh, that's Jenna Ortega. She's being Jenna Ortega. She's kind of the kind of sassy misfit kid. Paul Rudd's just that kind of likable everyman that means well. But it all worked well. I like the creature feature aspect of it. Um, all of the kind of CGI, like, I don't know, scenescape things that not like there's a fucking ton, but like when anyone touches like the unicorn horn or they you know kind of get wrapped up in the physicality of the magic, I guess, of the unicorns. It's interesting. It's very cool looking. It doesn't give me that usual, oh, let me start puking. New York City was so fucking cool in the 70s. It looks like a different fucking place entirely. Like, just like a lot of it too, I guess, is probably the colors of the day, just the way things looked in that regard. Fashion and whatnot. I guess really the paint on the cars even too, but no. There's just so much more character. And like New York City's not this like pristine hospital environment now, but it's dirty in a very clean kind of way, and it sucks. It sucks a dick. It could be any fucking city in the world. There's like nothing unique about it anymore. Not that I knew this, but like I would love to see this and walk around in this and maybe get stabbed or just fucking robbed. I don't know, whatever. I like Death of a Unicorn. Dan, did you see it? Did you like it? Chat, did you see it? Did you like it? Um, Another movie one. Faticus Finch asks what I think about the trailer for Sinners. I don't know how much of it I've seen. I liked enough of it the first time I saw some of it, because I think I've said it over and over. Like I do try to like kind of only half listen at most to them and pay attention. Um, and now once I notice a difference to the trailer, I fucking tune out entirely, because that is when they start to just go, "Here's all the movie, please come watch it. See everything you're gonna see. If you liked it, come see it. Give us money, please. I love you." But uh, yeah, that doesn't fucking work for me, and that tastes of the that's not fun to know ahead of time. Every fucking beat. If someone spoils the ending of something to me, I don't really care that much. I do like watching movies play out. I like watching actors act. I like to watch the good stunt work or whatever the fuck, or a great fucking special effect whatever, like a kill setup or whatever the fuck in a horror movie. Or like in the 7 Ups, that fucking crazy car chase, the ending of that one, it blows fucking any other car chase I've seen away, really, with the exception of the French Connection. And I don't even think that's a better chase, but the way it's shot, fucking really, oh fuck, like bracing for an impact that was never coming. But I don't know. Most of that didn't have anything to do with Sinners, but Michael B. Jordan's pretty cool. I like the Creed movies well enough. The third one was better than the second one until you got to like that final boxing sequence. Those aren't the movies to fucking like visualize what he's thinking. Just fucking get in the ring, do the work, make it look nice. But like, he's good in those movies. I have nothing against him in those. It's an interesting concept. I like that big black guy, Omar fucking whatever the fuck. He's in a million things. Gridiron Gang, 8 Mile, American Pie presents Bandcamp. And like fuck it, he's a cat that's in so many different fucking things. Always kind of the same guy though, I think. There's another movie. Actually, we'll hold off on that one. That makes sense a little later on. Well, let me clear the live ones. um, The ones they were with, not with me. Oh, it's just two different fucking two different friends proposed to do two separate people. Okay, that makes sense. The Nether. Sweet says Ben Avery. I followed LP way early because he's from near here. Hate to see what he's become. Hate to see what he's become. R.I.P. R.A.P. Yeah, the um fucking Lewis and Zach show, the real ass podcast, is no more. Um, and I kind of laughed at everyone fucking making such a big deal out of it. Just because, like, at first in my head, it's a podcast, man. Like, they're not dying, they're not fighting, like, so you're going to get to see Lewis and Zach. Like, anyone who thinks you're not going to see fucking Lewis and Zach together again's nuts. But then I got to thinking about it a little more. It's more than just a podcast. Like, it's a fucking 3-day a week podcast. It's like right there, you're spending probably, even if you consider that most podcasts have a Patreon, you're still getting 50% more off of that model than you do most other shows. 3 days a week versus 2 episodes a week. You see what I'm saying there? So just from that perspective, it's probably similar to like when O&A died or when fucking Fezzy retired from Ron and Fez. I miss that motherfucker. Like, see, like that's a show that I have a fucking parasitic relationship. I miss Fez like I knew the guy, and I fucking didn't. And then I get to think more about it, and I think I started reading what they were saying and why they were going to miss it, and a lot of it fucking stemmed from just all of the new, young, hungry, funny motherfuckers that show introduced, the audience at large to. I can't say that they introduced too many to me, just because I fucking used to spend all night on Twitter, and it was heavy in fucking internet beef back then. Like, and I'm still a gossipy bitch. I'm very into fucking. Ooh, what's the new word? I also love when there's new words to use. So like I get it now a lot more, and I got to thinking, like, without rap, I never fucking. It would have taken me a lot longer to get into fucking Are You Garbage. I actually first signed up for a gas digital subscription. First sustained sign up for that was after they moved to the platform. And hey, even though they only stuck around like a month or 2 or maybe 3, Lewis and what's his face, Ralph got plenty of money out of me. I don't think I canceled that until like when I got fired. Which pisses me off because now if I re-sign up, I'm gonna have to pay an extra fucking couple dollars. But I don't give a shit. Where are we? So yeah, rest in peace, Rap. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Zach. Zach is keeping that slot alive with a Zach Amico's Morning Zoo. I really hope that's just what they call it. But that'll be cool. So you'll still get like the young comedians fucking popping in and riffing and shit. One thing that I know will piss Billy Bean off if it happens. I saw someone talk about like Mike Figs being the number 2. Oof. Be a way to fucking tank that immediately. But, yeah, Gypsy says Minecraft was basically corporate marketing. The movie, is that even a movie or a commercial seminar? Yeah, man. I don't know. Ben's trying to take it back, but I don't think it's something that can be taken anywhere. Front, back, side to side. Sweet says new Tim Robinson movie looks fucking sick. Agree with you. Hell yeah. Will Pooter. He's a pooter. Gypsy says Jenna Ortega is like the new Kristen Stewart. That's unfair. First of all, she emotes a lot more than Kristen Stewart. Also, Kristen Stewart ain't bad when she's in a role that's right for her, and when she's fucking, you know, is able to do, like, she's great in Adventureland. If you haven't seen that, fucking watch it. It's great. It's hilarious. Faticus Finch says Nick Cage is in a Surfer movie. Can't wait to see that. I can't wait to punch you in the throat. Shut your mouth. We don't watch Nicolas Cage movies. Also, though, I do plan on was it Leaving Las Vegas? I do plan on watching that kind of soon. That is the movie of his that I've been told that is the least likely to upset me out of the catalog. I think Pig was another one that they mentioned might be all right. Because mostly I'm looking for something where he doesn't make that fucking stupid face and fucking just, like, I don't know, scream and emote retardedly. Jay says, I've loved him since The Wire. Who are we talking about? Somewhere. Tim Robinson? You knew about him before he knew about him? I don't think that's what you're thinking, but I don't know. Whatever. Where? Sweet, that's a very good question, and I'd like the answer to it. If you could describe the style of your pod and what topics you discuss summarized, what would you tell people when recommending this pod? Man, you like to watch fat slobs yap about literally whatever gets put in front of his face? I don't know. I feel like I talk about a lot of movies. I bitch about movies a lot, going to see movies. Like, I don't fucking plan. I don't know what people want to hear about. I don't know what I can fucking talk about with any degree of knowledge. So it's weird. So I'm actually interested to see what everyone else says. Omageddon says, hello from the swamp full of body parts in Pensacola, Florida. They don't talk like that. UFO. So he says, I do kind of fuck with No Lewis Epps more, and it's 70-30 from Gas Chad on that sentiment. I mean, I think especially on that platform with the racist live chat, Louis J. Gomez is severely oversaturated. Oh, and then Jay says they were on Soder last week, still promoting it. Yeah, I don't. It's true. Sweeze does bring up who knows when they actually fucking recorded that, though. And I think by the sound of it, it did seem a little further back. It wasn't super recent. A good episode, though. Like, I mean, Lewis, Dan, Joe List, and Bobby Kelly were my first fucking foray into second foray into podcasting after Bill Burr's show. Bill Burr got me into the fucking, like, the old O&A clips, and then I fell in love with Norton, and then he was on YKWd. I think it was an old episode. It wasn't like a current one that I had, like, thrown on. It was in the catalog. It was Bob Kelly, Jim Norton, Joe DeRosa, Matt Terhune, and his wife Bailey J. 2 episodes worth of that, and like fucking, it just ended up like Joe DeRosa was lovesick. So all of the shit that happened at Skankfest years later made so much sense to me. I wasn't shocked in the fucking least. But Sweet says Zach's gonna bring all the young people on. Durag I met at Skankfest, maybe like a random, but the last 8 to 10 months have been a shit show in the LOS Reddit. Yeah, I couldn't tell you though. I don't think I've watched a Legion of Skanks since the 2020 election. Oh, no shit. That's fucking hilarious. But the promo code LEVFUR still works for $7 a month. That's fucking good to keep in my back pocket. God damn. Oh, Gypsy says, I like Kristen Stewart. I honestly meant that as, okay, cool. Yeah, Swees asked. Actually, sorry, I'm going to hold on to that one for a second. That's a question. Gypsy says, "Leaving Las Vegas is so sad and depressing, but a great movie nonetheless." That's the sad and depressing is what's really kind of fucking pulling me towards it. Um, Jay says, "Emotes retardedly." Dude, I don't know. This is maybe fucked up. It's not. It's no more fucked up than the thing, like the other 109 episodes. But I forgot that this used to be like a whole like. That was a whole thing. Like that was a fucking insult. Like a pantomime. Just fucking. It was like 3, 4 different things. Like late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know when it went out of style either. I feel like that disappeared before like retard and retarded went away. I also don't necessarily know what it like. It's more of a spaz thing to me than like I don't know, whatever. Ben, that's a great question too. Ben Grimm, what's up? You're just showing up here. You're a newbie tonight. Billy Bean in the house. What's going on? Damn, I had to update this damn app. It wouldn't let me chat. So you just been sitting there this whole time, Billy? Sweet says that's crazy. You tapped out when I tapped in. Um, fuck. Oh, this one. I watch Fat Slobs ranting all the time, but you stand out. You might say no planning, but it's incredible for the discussion, and you can categorize yourself as a lifestyle pod. That's interesting. Just lifestyle pod, baby. It doesn't mean anything, so it can be anything. Anyway, all right. So let's get back to these questions here. They're building up again. Chronic Code X asks what my stance on UFOs is. I don't have a big stance. That's something I've put very little stock in my life. I do think it's arrogant to think that we're the only like intelligent life forms on the planet, um, especially because I am literally just parroting some other man that I heard a long time ago. So, like, if that's really like, I am above average intelligence, but if that's above average, this fucking human race ain't doing so hot. So, um, like, I think I might have fucking said this recently too. Like, I also don't think that they look like Martians, like that pilot episode of South Park when they put the space probe in Cartman's ass. I don't know. What's your stance on UFOs? Chronic Codex and the chat. Uh, Gypsy, I'm going to get to that one. I promise. Calm down. Peely says, backing out and refreshing for way longer than I will admit on here. Ben says, the truth is out there. Ben asks a very good question what my Waffle House order is. And I've been to Waffle House 3 times. 2 of the times I got the hash brown order. We'll get to that in a second. One time I made a grave mistake and bought a Texas Toast BLT. That was a fucking mistake. I was down in Florida. I was eating it on the way home. I'm pretty sure that night I stopped at a fucking sex toy store, looked at the porn DVDs, some trans ladies, if we're being honest. And I left. I went and fucking pounded one out in my car before I got back on the road. Because I'm an adult, goddammit, and I do adult things. But as it pertains to Waffle House, I do the full gamut, the smothered, covered, slapped, crapped, stacked, fucking jacked off, and I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, but steamed and mushroomed and just fucking. What's that? Never mind. Give me a whole lot of it. But I do think, I mean, you throw some eggs or whatever, maybe some fucking bacon on the side, but straying from the hash browns isn't the way, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck about a pancake or a waffle or any of that fucking shit either. It's just give me a lot of potatoes and throw some shit over top of it. Oh, whatever you got, just like a kind of a hash brown Sunday. And Sweens asks, watch any wrestling this week? A 40-man battle royal at MLW is LMAO. Pay $50 for Dynasty. Stream shit to bed. I saw that one, dude. I saw you tweet about that one. He's like, oh, I could watch it on Tuesday morning. Who would fucking want to? Those papers, like, I don't watch AEW anymore, and I fucking, like, if I ever pop over to that SC Jerk subreddit, because that's the only wrestling subreddit I think I'm a part of. It's just the kind of, like, I don't even fucking fact check the shit that gets thrown up there. I just, oh, that's fucking stupid. That looks dumb. Now, because I like to clown it on it, I've never fucking actually done it to him. I should get him to try to block me. That could be fun. I do like clowning on Meltzer, so I will go make sure that the dumb shit that's posted over there is actually something he said. I hate that motherfucker. Useless fucking idiot. But this week in particular, like, as of, like, I don't know, nothing. Didn't watch last night's Raw yet. I fucking won't get to that till the weekend still, probably. After this fucking week, I'm golden. I can start watching shit earlier again. But until I'm fucking not gone the entirety of his waking day, that can't happen. But fucking fine. I think, like, I was talking last week that I'd seen kind of what happened and that, like, they're starting to amp shit up for Mania. Absolutely the case. I think Tiffany fucking did a great job making that match mean something, or at least building a little anticipation. I'm hoping that gets real snug. Like, whether they're good or not behind the scenes, don't let us know. Make us fucking really go, oh shit, Tiffany fucked up. Shouldn't have said that. You know, fucking bust someone's lip open, man. Like, Charlotte's gonna have a new fucking face in 6 months anyway. Bust her lip open. Give her a fucking good one. But anyway, I don't know. As far as AEW, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it anymore. I used to. I was really fucking. I was one of the ones that was excited to watch, and it was fine at the start. It got a little bad, and then Punk came in, and it was okay until he started having fucking matches with Shoddy Lee Johnson. And then that was fucking dumb. And then he got, like, then it became everything that was not being talked about, you know, in front of the camera that was interesting. And so, like, you don't need to watch the fucking show for that either. It's just horseshit now. Now they have fucking 4-hour pay-per-views with 19 matches. They all get 62 stars from old Davey Meltz. I don't care. And also, just because I like to remind everyone every so often, MJF ain't shit. And outside of the Cody Rhodes and CM Punk feuds, he never has been. He's a fucking lowest common denominator, low hanging fruit theater kid in the worst way. I'm a theater kid, but I keep that shit quiet. I hide it. I fucking stuff it way deep down. That's what you're supposed to do. All right. I don't know. We're running up. We're getting close to the end, but where are we going? Where are we fucking going? God. Billy says, haha, my dad told my teacher he feared the future if I tested above average IQ. And Gypsy says, I've always wanted to go to the Amazon and try out some ayahuasca, see if I meet the intergalactic aliens who told Alec Jones a secret. Folks, listen, I've been to the Amazon. And... Is that good? Is that too much? Is that the other fat one, the pillhead? Rush Limbaugh. It's kind of a hybrid, I think. Ben says I went to Waffle House recently, and the worst part of my order was the waffle. You'd think a place like Waffle House, right? If you name the fucking place after an item, it better be the best item you make. That's fucking nuts. I agree wholeheartedly. Ben also says Waffle House isn't good until after midnight. Yeah, that's I think that's fair because the 2 times I had the hash browns was like early on the way home from something. It's too late. It's a doll's eyes. You're gonna order. Shark gonna order. So he says, I still woke up and watched it Tuesday morning. Fucking A. You paid $50. You got to get something out of it, man. But I would do the old chargeback at your fucking bank if you can. But Sweet says, I'm a sheep for just anything wrestling a week after April Fool's, and I'm out here acting a fool for the month, apparently. Yeah, they. I think Vince did so much fucking damage to me towards the end. Like when I would watch, I was just insulted. And it all sucked. It was boring. The pay-per-views were long and fucking gay. The Raws were long and gay. SmackDown now is long and gay. I can't wait till they go back to 2 hours. But they broke me, and then AEW fucking sucked. So it's like I'm in with WWE until they give me a reason not to be. I don't know. Maybe if I hear like AEW has like an actual booker, maybe I fucking dip my toe back in. But brother, with that John Moxley shit, I'm good. I think even with a new booker, I ain't fucking around until Moxley takes some time off, extended time. Oh, and then they kill the Young Bucks live on air. I'll deal with Moxley for that. If Moxley does that, if it's like a 2-on-1 death match, and they don't tell him, or they're not told that he's going to actually try to kill them. Other than that, I don't really see myself watching that fucking show. Whew. Sweet says a UK tour and me having a job and life shit. I still haven't watched yesterday's Raw, but I like they're on Netflix, but like they're fucking coasting. It does feel that way, and I don't think they're trying to coast, but he's taken that whole fucking long-term storytelling thing a bit too far. Especially when you want to fucking really dig down into what those stories are supposed to be, and at least give us maybe not conclusions to every story, but like a big fucking story altering beat, like a good one to me was that fucking the WrestleMania 20 swerve when Trish fucking slapped Jericho and Christian beat him. Just like, what the fuck? That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to be part of it. He was fighting for her honor. That doesn't necessarily make sense either. I don't know. I don't remember all the fucking the next night on Raw shit, but it was a good moment. Just like shit like that. It doesn't even have to be like top of the card stuff. Like, but yeah, I suspect that the reason it feels like they're coasting is because they're trying to draw shit out. And they got to stop doing that so much. Billy says, going back to Legion of Skanks, the best thing I got from them was Kurt Metzger. The best thing I got from Legion of Skanks is just, I don't know, like Tim Butterly, Mike Rainey, I guess. Dude, honestly, the best thing I got from Legion of Skanks is people like Billy. That I now know people like Billy Sweeze. And now they're not on Twitter anymore, but Manhands and fucking Alex, they were cool as shit. Jack Be Kind Rewind on Twitter is cool as shit. Sweeze, I think I said you after Billy, but still, you're part of that fucking group. Fucking Jason Zod and John Trash, the Trash podcast. Those guys are fun. Jason Zod is the most positive human being I've ever encountered. Like, it does a lot of times make me feel gross because it's not my worldview. It's not anything I really it's not a place I can spend time in even. But it's very nice to see that it's out there. And I get like kind of indirect sunlight from it, and it does help in small ways, I suppose. That to me is like the enduring legacy of LOS and rap, honestly, for me. But Stephaticus says Charlotte looks like the Wayne's brothers from White Chicks. That's dude, you sent me that fucking. He sent me a comparison of that over the weekend, and I fucking died. But, well, I can read this one. Sweet says I would say it's the worst AEW pay per view, and I feel they fell flat for a year and a half. And why the hell are they 6 to 7 hours with YouTube and 9 if you watch the post? That's fucking. Dude, was WrestleMania 35 even that the one in MetLife? Was that even that fucking long? No, that was like fucking 12 hours. That was the most insane thing. I lived down the fucking road when that happened. I didn't bother trying to go. Sweet says MJF never should have re-signed and he got that fucking tattoo. Swerve versus Booker T. I'm just tired of it all, bro. That Swerve's a fucking hand job. Like his look is all right. Everything about the fucking dude otherwise is so bad. Like he's just kind of like flippy and he has no like definition to his. Like, I don't need him to be huge, be fucking just tight and lean, but like have some cut. Look nice. Sweeze says they always delivered with pay-per-views, and when the Dynamites were okay and collisions were abysmal, and AEW made a lot of dumbass decisions with this latest one. Tony doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't understand why people are now starting to fucking push back on his bullshit. How do you feel about this Cody reign? It's fine, but I think again, it's just like that whole thing, like they're coasting. There's not enough happening with it. Like, okay, he's been champ a year, but he had 3 matches with Kevin Owens, 2 with AJ Styles, 1 with Solo in there somewhere. And can you give me any real big moments out of anything but the KO stuff? I don't know. I didn't give a shit about either fucking AJ Styles match. I know that. Solo wasn't gonna. A little bit of me thought, fuck, they'll make Solo win real quick, get the belt back on Roman, maybe. I don't know, or what that would do. But it was like, but there's no way they're putting the fucking belt on Solo. What? Yeah. Pause the wrestling shit for a second. Billy says Waffle House used to have an all-you-can-eat menu, covered breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so we could go in and eat all 3 at one time. Yeah. Nope, answer that one. What are your thoughts on Kevin Owens being out 2 to 5 years, supposedly? Hey, regardless of the way that he fucking acted towards that fan as he was walking back up the ramp, until this Friday goes by and you don't see him, it's a work. Like, sorry, hey, and if I'm fucking wrong, sorry. But I feel like all the fact that this leaked early and then he gets to act and be fucking, upset about it. I think that just helps the fucking, the thing. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe he's fucking hurt and that sucks. If it's 2 to 5 years, I think he's just done. Short of some quick kind of one last match kind of thing. I don't care. Like he's in much better shape than what he looked like in Ring of Honor and all the indie shit. But you can't tell me if he's not on the fucking road like a normal schedule is now, because I know it's not the same as it was years ago either. He's going to lose all of the flexibility and fitness that he currently has. So if he's done now, he's done forever. I'm pretty sure. It's going to be Hangman and Swerve versus Young Bucks, and Hangman sacrifices himself for Swerve. Still being the babyface, I'm not fucking sold at all for all in Texas Rangers edition. That whole fucking, like, one of their houses got burned down by the other. There's no coming back from that. One of them put a syringe in the other's mouth. There's no coming back. Like, those are fucking things that you don't, not for years anyway, fucking team them up. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, when the Bucks came back and were holding his hand all sweetly, I thought that was just lovely. Oh shit. We gotta start wrapping up here. Ben says, yeah, I feel like I was way more pumped for Mania last year than I am for. Absolutely. I think they had much better stories going on last year, much longer term shit to pay off. That people like they got it right. People were still fucking interested 2 years on. Also, I loved being so fucking right that everyone, the moment Roman beat him at 39, was this is fucking bullshit. Fucking WWE. Halfway through that match, I knew Roman was winning. It was a feeling. There was nothing that I saw. There is no reason for Cody to win yet. He came back, beat Seth, got hurt, came back, won the Rumble. How fucking boring would it be for them to go, I'm the champion now too. But that gave him somewhere to go, you know. And like, I don't know if it's all pivoting like the fucking dorks that hate that company think it is, or, you know, if they are just good at fucking planning shit out. But I feel like they did pivot a little bit with the Rock shit at first last year. I don't know. But I think the large majority of it, like, Cody was always supposed to win the belt. You know. I don't know. It's a whole fucking convoluted thing. But like, as soon as Roman, I'm like, there is no shot that Cody doesn't get that belt next year at Mania. Doesn't beat Roman for that belt. You know. I think that tag match on night one was the pivot. That was the extra shit. They goofed some things. Rock found out he was going to be available. I don't know. So it's fine. But Sweet says the last two Manias have been top 5 ever, so that's valid. And this one's going to be sleeper either way. Minimal build-up and long drawn-out shit. Saucy's right. Yeah. Yep, there we go. The best thing I got from Skanks is all the fucking dope-ass people I met because tweeting too much. Oh, yeah. Trash pod rules. Billy says, hey, I miss Twitter. Back when I got banned every other week. Oh, yeah, I got fucking confused after a while, man. I didn't know who you were, if it was you or a fake. But I don't know. We'll wrap it up here. Gypsy's question. Don't you think Robert Shaw is such a scarily similar voice to Donald Pleasance? So I think I have an issue with that too, mostly because with that thought process, just because Donald Pleasance is another one that outside of Halloween and Alone in the Dark, the one with Martin Landau and Jack Palance. I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of fucking Donald Pleasance, and kind of like your boy Connery, there's that fucking, I know there is a the whole 007 thing, James Bond. All right, cocksucker. So, anyway, speaking of Robert Shaw, this week's movie of the week, let's open up our ears, minds, and hearts for this one, is 1974's The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. With Walter Matthau, Robert Shaw, Martin Balsam, who I fucking love. You guys would know him if you've seen Psycho. He's the detective in that. If you've seen 12 Angry Men, he's the foreman in that. He's in a fucking shit ton of movies, dude. He's in like 56. Like he was a working character actor. He was all over the place. And I think he's very cool. I like fucking like when I catch him in something and like that I didn't like, maybe he's way down on the cast list, so you don't like, he's not important, but he's there. It's fucking there he is, just Martin. But I really like, this is probably my favorite performance of his because I think he's got the most to really do, and like he's essentially in disguise, man. But This movie is like, I mean, it's got all that same kind of fucking 70s cop procedural grit kind of going on. It's a touch kind of noir. Um, and it's fucking hilarious in a very dry, dark, understated way. Um, but yeah, like this movie's so fucking like Robert Shaw is a bastard, you know. Like if anyone only knows him from Jaws, he's kind of a bastard in that, but this is there's no he's kind of like a neutral bastard, you know. Um, he's a bad man. What the fuck was that old Heyman phrase? Mad, bad, and dangerous to know. And I like that here, and it's a very fucking it's you know it's a tight movie. I think it's an hour. It's literally on. I can check. It's an hour 45 roughly. So like basically like the premise is a fucking four guys hijack Pelham 123, which is a subway station in New York, or a subway train in the New York fucking subway station. Um, they radio in to essentially to fucking Mathau's character, who's like the I don't know lieutenant. He just happened to be at the fucking station, which is different than the remake, which is also actually pretty okay. Billy says it in the comments there. Doesn't touch the original, which is like the case a lot of times. But yeah, I liked a lot of the little differences. Maybe we'll talk about that sometime. But he's just there by happenstance and has to fucking he's got to negotiate with these terrorists essentially. Like not all terrorists are brown or yellow or a different brown, like a yellowish white. Anyway, so it's Balsam, it's Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw is the head of this little group, and two other cats that I don't fucking recognize from anything else, but they very well could be. But basically, they've got it. The city has an hour to come up with. I think it's just a cold million. Um, or people are gonna die. You know, and I think I haven't seen it, and I'm gonna fucking actually sit down and rewatch this thing when I get off of here. But like, it's very quickly shown that don't fuck with me. I'm not playing around. We are deadly. We're dangerous. We know what we're doing. And just the way the way they kind of outsmart the I don't know, they weren't called this, but like the counterterrorism measures that fucking and the different stuff that the SWAT team, which really is just fucking a group of cops, if I remember, um, the way they try to fucking handle it before that hour's up doesn't go well. But it's the 70s too, so there's not this weird like moral fucking nothing too nasty can happen. I think the score is fucking, it's got that cool like late 60s, early 70s kind of jazz score. That shit's all pretty cool too. Like it sets the fucking tone pretty nicely. I love the fucking end of this. The end of this movie is one of my favorite endings of anything. It's so fucking just understated, and it keeps that fucking the tone of the movie, the sense of humor of the movie, perfect. There are no guffaws and like wacky. Like it's not a comedy, but it's funny. But anyway, so that's that for the week. Shit, man. Y'all distracted me. I didn't even get out all the fucking stuff I wanted to about my first night on the job, first and last night on the job. Remind me, we'll talk about it next week. But thank you guys for being here. This was fun. Genuinely, truly had a good time. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best show since I've been back. And you guys are a part of it. Don't forget. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, Iris loves you.